Hello, YouTubers. Hello, subscribers. Kisses to you. Thank you so much for your love and your support and hanging out with me for a few minutes. I want to say thank you to Raquel again for my beautiful, beautiful glass. Isn't it gorgeous? And yes, I do have beer in it. And I know it's probably a faux pas or nothing. Yeah. So sorry. And I know my British people are like, okay, she really ruined that. But here's to all of you. I love my glass. This will be my first and last time drinking out of it because I'm going to put it back up. Special to me. Thanks again, Raquel. Thank you to all my subscribers, my new ones, the ones, we call them OGs. It's been here for the beginning. Mwah. And the new ones that's going for the new ride. Anyway, thank you. Don't forget to hit like and leave a comment. Even if you don't comment, just say something. Let me know you're there. Okay. Oprah Winfrey, Mel Gibson. I heard this earlier. Mel Gibson is exposing a traffic ring that is happening in elite circles. Oprah Winfrey's name has come up. He has a film coming out called Sound of Freedom. And some giants like Netflix and Disney and some other places don't want to show the film. They shut production down over there, so he won't be able to show the film through their outlet. Which tells me that those elite people like Oprah is trying to stifle, not get this out. Because Mel Gibson's movie leaves you with more questions than answers. But he's exposing something. And I think Oprah is in the top of it. They talked about Weinstein. They talked about how they have secret meetings in New York and certain players is there. Weinstein used to be there. She was friends with him. But this isn't the first time I've heard about that. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on that. Because Oprah's in trouble. And the gentleman that broke the story that I just listened to, he was shocked. He was like, Oprah Winfrey? I can't believe it. Because she's this philanthropist and all about, being, helping others and da-da-da-da-da. That's fake. It's fake because if she was all about helping others, she would have said something to that girl over there talking about she was ready to trash the royal family. I'll keep an eye on it for you guys. I'll even post a link. If I don't post a link, say, hey, girl, you said that you were going to post that link about Oprah and Mel Gibson. The movie is one of those, it's one of those that will probably make you cry. It's drama because it talks about, it's so sad. It's really sad. But let me know if you want me to post it. There is some issues going on and people are starting to look at Oprah side-eyed. Like, is this really who you are? Well, yeah, I could see it because of the way she treated the royal family and how she treats everyone. I think she didn't do a good service to Whitney Houston's family. She wanted to go over there and interview Bobby Christina when her mom passed away so she could have the story. All of a sudden, Oprah pops up and she's this caring person. No, she wants the story. And then when she does get the story, she thinks that's the story we want. And we're like, no, you read the room wrong. No one's attacking the royal family. They haven't done anything to anyone but serve. You have a family that's serving and giving and doing and whatever. They are being paid. However, but they're about family. They're about togetherness. Now, the two grifters that decided that they didn't want to be a part of that anymore is having trouble. Meghan's running around acting like she don't need Harry. You will always need Harry. When it is over, I don't ever see her recovering from that either. Like Sue Smith said, she will get ate up. Because it tells the story that she did exactly what we thought she did. She married a prince for money and for fame. And now that she's done with him, it's over. She's trying to make her own mark. That's what I'm finding out, that she doesn't want to be attached to the royal family in a sense. She wants to make it on her own, whatever that is. The Duchess of Sussex. That's who could have made it on their own. But she's not the Duchess of Sussex. She's an imposter. Omid Scobie. I heard through the grapevine, and I'm going to be everywhere, so hold on, guys, in just a second. His book. No one cares about his book other than the United Kingdom. No one's talking about the end game. No one's talking about Omid Scobie. People over here don't even know who he is. They don't. They don't know. They don't associate Meghan and Harry to Omid Scobie. Only the UK. Because we don't follow her like that. They don't. The only reason why people are following Meghan right now is because she's crashing. This is the only two reasons why you will get noticed. If you have full of drama, which is what they have, or you doing something so great that everybody wants to see it. And they're not doing something great that everybody wants to see. So it's the drama of it all. And no one cares that Omid Scobie is writing a book. Like Angela Living and all of them. It's just, that is something that no one has to worry about. Because, and here's what I heard, that he was going to be the one to reveal who made the racist comment. I'm going to go in order so I don't miss nothing. And I usually don't. So I put, but we know about Omid Scobie. We know that that's their pet. Omid Scobie is Meghan's pet. That's her pet. He does whatever, just like Harry's her pet. Harry might be coming too and trying to figure out something more long term. I believe the separation. I believe it. I'm going to talk about the separation. I believe it. I believe it all. I believe that they've been having a rough, like Sue Smith said, they've been having a rough time for a long time. A long time. And Harry is waking up that there is nothing in his arsenal that he will be able to do to make this woman happy. His mistake was trying to think that he could in the beginning. Because you would think the love that he was giving her would have been enough. Or maybe her becoming instant Meghan Markle. Or maybe just becoming a princess. Oh, how about the Duchess of Sussex? How about everybody coming out on the street to wave to you and say how beautiful you are? Like, you had so many, like, she went from being a D to, like, shoop, and became a princess. That's a fairy tale. But all through the fairy tale, she made it not one. This hasn't been a fairy tale. This isn't a love story. That's that stupid stuff. When, I'll never forget it, Tyler Perry was on the Oprah show talking about, on the docuseries, talking about how he saw two people in love. No, you didn't. You saw Harry in love, but you didn't see Meghan Markle. You saw a conniving, evil person. How do you don't? No. How do you start a business? How do you, first of all, the royals are all about family and being together in an institution and being a part of something. Now Meghan's going off to be on her own, to make her own stuff. What stuff? What brand? What own? Independent. And I'm going to do it without Harry because of Spare. Spare got us in trouble. You got your husband in trouble. You are the one that did all this. It's your fault, blamer famer. Sorry. I did just make up a name and call her Blamer Famer. Trying to say she's famous at blaming people. That's how I know Harry is living in a dark, dark hole. Because all he was saying on the plane, I didn't switch it again. All he was saying on the plane is how he was coming over here to his freedom. He was going to be free and be able to do whatever he wanted to do now that he was on this Tyler Perry's plane. Harry really thought that he was coming over here to live a happier life because she promised him, you know, we can get over there, we can do this, and we can do that, and then we're going to do this, and then we can live happily ever after. We just got to get over there first, Harry. No, you were never going to live happily ever after with Blamer Fame. No, they stopped being together a long time ago. They stopped being together during the Oprah period. They were faking it. Now they can't stand to be in the same room together. I'm going to say this and I'm going to say it again. Now all of a sudden it's about her brand, but it ain't about your marriage and saving your marriage. Meghan cares about one thing, and that's one thing only, and that is trying to get to the top. It's a coincidence that there's a strike going on in Hollywood. But she can't blame that on the strike. You've had plenty of time to become. You've had 40-some odd years to become famous, and you can't blame. This is that stupid stuff. You can't start blaming. You can't start blaming the weather and COVID and people getting sick and and Dior messed her brand up because they said they weren't working with her. No, I made that up. That last piece. But no, Spotify calling you grifters. You can't blame it on them. Blame it on the Oprah show. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care about no docuseries. I do, but I don't. She went on the Oprah show and set the tone about who they were. And what I saw is two people. I saw her and Harry in the house talking about this all the time. How the family was, she's so jealous of Catherine, she can't even see straight. It hurts her to know that Catherine is thriving. I thought she would be over that by now. Like, it's just a no-brainer. Catherine is so, I'm not even going to insult Catherine to put her next to Meghan and compare the two. Let's go back to Omid Scobie. So what this is telling me is that Meghan, the duo, like Angela Levin said, that she didn't give him permission to give the secret out of who said the baby's skin color was a certain color. First of all, we shouldn't even be talking about that because she lied, like Amani said. She was on Sue Smith. Well, Sue Smith had what she said. She's the leader of the Black Lives Matter in the United Kingdom. You go, girl. And she believed, I didn't switch it. She believed the story about Meghan's racism, the systemic racism and bias in the palace because of what Meghan has said on the Oprah show. And so Imani was coming out saying how disappointed she was with that whole shebang. She said, we were lied to. They told us wrong. And I am very disappointed in that. And, pretty much coming out saying that it was a lie. Meghan and Harry lied. Because remember when Harry came out and said that Meghan never said that they were racist? She's never said that. And that's when Piers Morgan had her back on the show. And she was like, I made a mistake. And it takes a real woman. I like her. I do. I'm a supporter of her. It takes a real woman to admit, I made a mistake. Not Teresa. She going on with the go on. I think Teresa just wants to be relevant. That's the one she wants to be relevant. And she knows Meghan and Harry are wrong. But instead of admitting it, they cover it up and pretend like we didn't just say that they did something wrong, and then they try to change the subject. Stop trying to change the subject. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about these two people that have committed crimes against the people. So Omid Scobie, she's going to give him permission. What happened to, we're not going to talk about the royal family anymore. We're done trashing them. You should have never got started. You should have never thought that that was a way to make money. She still could have made money without trashing them. She still could have had a show on the Oprah show and could have said, yeah, there was a misunderstanding with the bridesmaid dresses, but at the end of the day, we made up and moved on. No, it was Kate's fault. And it was Catherine's fault. And she had to come and apologize to me. Shut up. A real woman don't need all that. Talking about she was going through with her father. She wasn't going through with her father, because if she was going through with her father, she wouldn't, thank you, Redbird, she wouldn't have went to Uvalde and put some flowers on some kids she did not know. And instead of doing that, to go visit her father that just had a stroke. That would have been a good scene in the docuseries. No, she wanted us to, oh, look at Meghan. She went all the way there to put flowers. No, it was a photo op. Like Sue Smith said, if her father dies and they don't get to see them kids. If Thomas Markle, this was his birthday, happy birthday to him the other day. If he doesn't have the opportunity to meet his grandkids before he leaves this earth, I know every day, even more now, what Harry is dealing with when we're talking about this woman. Something that is out of this world. All I have seen was Harry do exactly what Meghan has told him to do. Yes or no? Even if she didn't have to twist his arm, she came up with the idea to write the spare book. Let's make some money, Harry. We got to do the spare book. Now she's trying to, I wish I was more involved with it. You were taking snacks down there to him when they were having meetings and stuff. You were snacking it. Then at night, you was telling them what to say. Because you have a whole chapter in there. And I bet Harry's looking at like, oh, okay, she done lost her mind. She told me to say all this stuff, and now she backing out. Omid Scobie. Oh, okay. So now Meghan is giving him permission. This is what I think, this is my theory, that Harry is done trashing his family, but Meghan isn't. And I don't think this is me, I don't think he is liking the fact that Omid Scobie is going to be revealing who said it, because I don't think Harry ever wanted to reveal it. I believe Meghan did. I believe she didn't have a problem spilling the names. She said Beyonce texted her and Oprah snobbed the cottage. No, I believe Harry said, no, we're not going to talk about that, Meghan. I'm putting my foot down. We're not going to say who said it. And Harry was so concerned. Meghan wasn't concerned about the Queen. If she was concerned about the Queen, then why did Meghan do all this crap? Take her grandson from him and her grandchild that Meghan had and come to the United States to create her brand. That's that stupid stuff. Let me go back. No, Harry was not sitting around plotting and planning. He was getting his direction from it. And it was like, this is what we're going to do. And I believe Harry said, I'm not saying who said it. This conversation was before me and you even had a conversation. We were just dating. And then you didn't took it and twisted it. I know, I'll take it there. Let me go back. Anyway. So Omid Scobie is going to tell us who said it. So, I don't care. I don't care who said it. I don't care if Catherine said it, William, Charles, Camilla, Philip. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I said it. Everybody. This is what I would do when Omid Scobie comes out and says who said it, since Meghan gives him permission. How does he know? Was he in the room? Was Omid Scobie in the room when they had that conversation? No. So some kind of way they had to get permission from Meghan to say it. And I believe Harry's like, no, I don't want this out. And Meghan's like, yes. And then they're arguing. But I think it's more of her coming down on him than him, her. That whole, let me stay forward. The only person that was in the room with Harry was during that time of the conversation of what color he was going to be. Look how she twisted it. Then they were having conversations in tandem that if his skin color was too dark, he wasn't going to get the titles. Oprah should have said that, Meghan. That don't make sense. That does not even make sense. It doesn't. If he's chocolate, they're not going to, oh, no titles for him. What the? So, no. Meghan wants everybody, to me, in my opinion, wants everybody to start attacking Harry and his family. So she can look like see, I told you. Because if you think about it, it's going to lay in Harry's lap because it's Harry's fault. Every time you're on GBC and all of them, when they're talking about the gruesome twosome, they're really always usually talking about Harry because he is the traitor. But he's tired of this. I'm sure like, no, wait a minute, I'm tired of this. But here's the deal. When Omid Scobie decides to give that information, they're going to get mad at Harry because it's his fault. No, it's Meghan's fault. First of all, we shouldn't even still be talking about it because Chris Rock has let everybody know. I've told you guys. No. I don't care who said it. And when they do come out with it, so what? I want them to say it. I do. I want them to say it. So everybody can laugh at her and be like, see, you still pushing something that ain't there. Leave well enough alone. She pushed the Oprah show, the docuseries, Spare. Then 2 weeks ago, now they deciding they're not gonna trash the royal family anymore. It ain't good for their brand. Oh, that's the only reason why you're not? Oh, okay. That's one of the reasons. But no. So now, since we're just going to let Omid Scobie say it, let's just say that he does. So what? Let's move on. I know I went there. But the bad part about that is that they allow it. Okay. So here's some questions. Why would we care of who said anything about the skin color? Why? I have no reason to care. I don't. I really don't. It's not going to change anything. It's not going to change it's not going to change anything other than, oh, okay, that's the person that said it. What will it change? Nothing. Are people really going to be mad at the person? And why? Why would I get mad? Let's say William said it. Why would I get pissed off at William? Because he asked a normal question. Here's another question. Do you think the person is worried that it will come out? I hate that they would be. And I know that they've been living in some type of, not fear, but worriness. Word I made up. Worriness because they don't know what these two are going to say or do or lie about or conjure up. Because Meghan conjured things up. She put in tandem, they were talking about his skin. It did, no. Just like she was saying how the queen didn't come to her defense and write a letter after it got leaked and they were throwing them to the wolves and then there was some rotation thing. Harry wasn't even making sense trying to explain to us how they were the victims. Harry has been played like a fool, and he knows it. He has been played with. He is isolated from everything and everyone. And now, even her. Here's my ticket. Since I was the one to make you lose everything, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to stand by your side forever, because you did all of this for me. You did all of this for me. And now I'm ready to hit the road because your reputation isn't panning out. Look at the board again, Meghan. It's your reputation. It's not Harry's. Harry will go on to be the prince that he is, and they will forgive him, but he will have scars from you for the rest of his life. But you, Scarlett, will be considered the one that, shame on you. There was never a love story. She used him, and now she's done. They have nothing in common. That's what they said, they had nothing in common. You didn't know that in the beginning? You didn't know that you didn't have the same likes and you wasn't going to really hit the ground running? You didn't know that in the beginning? Now you know 5 years later and 2 kids later, and now he over here in the United States stuck. He's stuck. He can't, where he going with out his kids? He's stuck like super glue. He's stuck. His kids is over here. He's not going anywhere. No, if he does, he gonna go visit or something, and he coming right back. But he ain't leaving his kids. She gonna try to kick him out. I just think it's weird because she needs him more now than ever. So it's hard for me to see them having issues. Not issues. Separating. Because without him. Okay, so here's the dialogue. The spirit book was messed up, and Meghan wished she was a little bit more a part of it because it ruined everything for them. No, that's what she's got Harry believing. It wasn't just the book. And so, since it's that, they're not really doing good in their relationship. I skipped. And so, give me a minute. They're nothing in common. Let's go back to that. How do you remember when she was hanging on him at this was just 2 days ago during the pictures, the engagement pictures. Yeah, no, I'm gonna be great. I'm gonna hit the ground running, and no, we're gonna be perfect together. And the family has just been so welcoming. And so, was she lying? Talking about that was rehearsed and all of that other stuff. No, you're rehearsed. It's so many inconsistencies with these two that you have to draw your own. I put, how are you splitting up after 2 days of marriage? They just got married not too long ago. Didn't they just have an anniversary? Oh, okay. If they didn't have anything in common, then why did they get together in the first place? Harry was in love with this woman. She was never in love with him. There was never this love story. Because if you're in love, you fight for it. You're not going to just be like, oh, we tried and we just can't, it just won't work. As hard as she worked on her brand, that's how hard she should have been working on her relationships, and more than one. While she was trashing the royal family, she should have been working on the relationship. Because she left. She jetted out of there. And then turned around and lied. But you left. When Harry left on that plane to go with her child, that sealed his fate. I said, well, look at here. He done sealed his own death sentence because he can't. He can't get up and pack his bag and leave because he has two little ones. This is something else. They're trying to control the media. But this is what I do believe too. I believe she loves being talked about in the United Kingdom. But she needs that level over here. But we won't give it to her. She's not interesting enough. Even the drama. But every now and then TMZ will spot us some stuff. They'll say, whoop, there it is. There, Harry's at court, or Meghan's doing something stupid. Car chases. So this is the biggest thing for me with the separation. Because Meghan is so keen on being a self-branding person. Like, it's all about her. It's not about the kids. It's not about Harry. It's about her being in Montecito and making it big. Because the rumors are true. Allegedly. These are my thoughts and my stuff. The separation, the lawyers, the sleeping in hotels, why they got this big mansion, it's real. People talk. And it's happening. And it doesn't have to come from their mouths. Soon. Because if he can't even stay overnight in this big mansion, it seems like they can't even stay in the same house. And when you see them together, they are not together. But what she's willing to put her family on the line for her brand. You have your brand or your family. Your husband says he's ready to go. He wants to go mend some stuff with his brother, and I get it. Harry's probably just like, what the heck? I'm ready to go. And she's like, I'm not going anywhere. And you're not taking the kids. But it just goes to show me the level that she would go to cultivate and try to get her brand off the ground. By no means necessary. She doesn't care if the Titanic is going down. She doesn't care if people are saying that, oh, it's a strike. She doesn't care there's a strike. She doesn't care about things that are going on around her. She can't. Because to me, the most important thing would be the brand. It would be my marriage. It would be my husband. It would be making sure that, okay, something's wrong here. And maybe I need to take a look. No one's ever looking at themselves. That person is always looking at it's me or nothing. It's me or nothing. It is not about, like someone said, self-healing. And then it's beyond that. It's about self-gratification, what she wants, what she's going to get. And she doesn't care if he leaves or not. She doesn't. And then if it happens, it's all his fault. But to me, it shows what lengths Meghan will go to try to be relevant, to have a brand, to be at the top. That she will be willing to put her marriage on the line. She's not fighting for that. She's pushing him away. I don't want you. I only wanted you for one reason, and that is to become the Duchess of Sussex. Now you are useless to me. You're the idiot for thinking that I did. It goes to show me where her focus is. She's relentless at becoming something. Although she was. When Harry came over here, and then I'm wrapping it up. I believe that Meghan blames Harry. She's turning it against him. So when it's time for the divorce and all that to come, or whatever happens, it will be his fault it didn't work out. And then what'll happen is, first it'll come out, well, they've decided that they have irreconcilable differences. Some stupid stuff that they say, so you won't think that things are going bad. And then all of a sudden, boom, she said this, she's saying that, and he's doing this, and he's doing that. That's exactly how it's going to go. Just like Spotify. She's fired. We're mutually leaving each other. No, they're grifters. Oh, they're ruining my brand. Nope, you don't have one. You had one and you squandered it. It's gone. Oopsie doopsie. I truly believe Harry came over to the United States believing that he was going to have a nice life with this woman and that the drama would stop. No, the drama increased because now she had no one to, I think one of my subscribers said this, there was no rules. There was nothing like she said, I'm unfiltered. Yeah, now I can just say whatever I want to say. And then when it comes out, it's still nothing. She should have just kept it in there. Whatever. I'm like, what is she talking about? I watched the Ellen and another show, and I was just trying to figure out what they were talking about, and I got nothing. She talked about herself, and I was bored. I know I switched it. No, Harry was coming over here to live a wonderful, comfortable, Gucci life with his wife and kids. And was going to hang out with some of the A-listers every now and then, try to make some money. But after she got him on board with the bash-a-thon, I believe Harry was like, oh, we're going to reconcile after this, right, Meghan? Meghan ain't reconciling with her aunt on the floor. She's not reconciling with her dad, no friends, nothing. And then there's a headline talking about she's calling people out, some old friends for whatever. No, she's not. She's not that type of person. When she's done, she's done. Ask her dad. Ask the royal family. Look how she treated them. I don't care what you say. I don't care about the Sussex Squad, none of that. You cannot say, and this is funny because they try to get off the subject. Stop changing the subject when we're talking about the real subject. I'm jealous. That's the subject. I'm jealous of Meghan. No. Of what? I said the one thing I would be jealous of is her money. But other than that, no. I thank you, Lord, for this brain. I don't want to be heartless. I don't want to be someone that treats my husband like that and then throw him to the wolves. That's the title. Meghan throws Harry to the wolves. She's feeding them. She is. Let me show you how she's feeding him to the wolves. She's having him take the blame. It's his fault because of the spirit book. It's his fault. It's his fault, and it's his fault. Harry really thought that he was coming over here to be free from whatever she told him he was a cage in. He wasn't a cage in before her, but now all of a sudden he was in some type of cage. And so now she didn't let the bird out, and he realized that he didn't went into another dark. Not another, but the real deal. Excuse me, let me be clear. He left his sanctuary and then went to the dark side. And Meghan all of a sudden was going to make him a superstar. He was going to be wearing Dior and modeling for it. He going to come up with a cologne. Harry is out of his element. He is out of his everything. He doesn't know how to be a celebrity. Heck, I don't know how to be a celebrity. I would have to have, okay, how do you do this? It was all about a family, being a family and living a life with her and calming things down. No, you went in a car chase in New York City. Why would you think Hollywood life would be better? It's worse. The only protection you have is your team of people. But you're always in the limelight. You're always being photographed. You're in front center stage when you're a lister because you have to be seen. If you're not seen and heard, then who? Meghan who? Oh yeah, Meghan that married Harry. That girl. Whatever happened to her? Yeah, she did a TIG thing, and then, then she divorced Harry and went off and married someone else, and then, I don't know. And I wouldn't care. All this was Harry's idea. It was Harry's idea to go do Mexico since he had put her in that situation, so he decided to come to America. And do all this, trash his family on the Oprah show. Meghan was doing everything. The only thing Harry did was the book. But she led him into all of that. The Oprah show, she sat out there first. Lying. Then the docuseries. She's sitting on that line, and she had all her mom on there. Let's go and bash the royal family real quick on the docuseries and Netflix. Ooh, you totally played your hand, Twisted Edoda. You gave these people all that money, and now people on strike. Did she convince WME that it's all Harry's fault? She's good at manipulating people. And they probably said, well, if this is the case, Meghan, if it's Harry's fault and is ruining your brand, they listening to her. They need to stop listening to her. Since this is his, we don't want your brand to be diminished because of your husband. So if that's what you believe, then maybe we won't cast him with anything. We'll just focus on you and your brand. That's what I would prefer. I think that would be a good idea, just to focus on me. First of all, she don't want to really share the stage with her husband. If she did, he would have did a podcast. No, he was on there talking about, ooh, I love your hair, Serena. It was, what? Men don't say that. Harry was paying Serena a compliment, and it was so forced. Oh, I love what you did to your hair. Men do not, my husband is not walking around the house talking about, oh, I love what you've done to your hair. No. I would look at him. You love it. No, he'll say, oh, I like the red. The red's nice. But no, that's how I knew that conversation was just so twisted. I said, that is so fake. I'm out of here, guys. I may post it tonight or I may post it tomorrow. I think I'll post it tomorrow. What I see, this is my ending. What I see, and let's start, because I did mention Oprah. If you want me to post that video, I will. It talks about this new film with Mel Gibson, and Oprah's name is coming up, and it ain't good. She does not want to be attached to something trafficky. And doing something, yes, that is not a good. And then let's move on to, Meghan she just continues to make these decisions and keep talking. If she was silent, we would know it. But she likes to be talked about. And unfortunately, she is talked about over here, but not at the level and not for good reasons. It's for the drama. It's really, if anyone looking in on the outside, if I just told you a quick synopsis of it, oh, this is what happened. She got married to a prince, yeah? And then they decided to step down from being a princess. And flew her husband over here, and then she went on these shows and stuff and started trashing her family. Yeah. Oh, and the father, he can't even see the kids, and neither can King Charles. No one's seen the kids. They in hiding. Okay. And the next thing is, remember them deals they were doing and all the money they made from trashing their family? They're gone. And no one signed her or nothing, so we're waiting on to see, because it's all about her brand now. Remember on the Oprah show when she said, it's the opposite. Oh, but let's put the icing on the cake here. The marriage is in trouble. The marriage has been in trouble. That's all she has. WME. I don't know what she's telling you. But without Harry in that connection, and I don't know what it is, but I'm fading. I'm fading. I feel it. And then I say that, I'm like, no, you're not. You right there. You still got it. You still doing your stuff. I'm fading in a sense that I am not interested in her anymore. I'm getting uninterested. Because she's the same thing all the time in this desperate woman. I think the divorce would spark me up a little bit and get me, oh, okay, let's talk about the divorce. But I do see it because I'm fading. Like I looked over my husband, I said, I said, there's nothing there. Kisses to you guys. Don't forget to hit like, leave a comment, please. I appreciate it. And you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. Kara has a play date. The play date mom was like, oh, we can be over there at 9:30. I was like, no, that's breakfast. I said, no. And then she said 11. I said, that's still too early. So I'm going to text her tomorrow and say 1 o'clock or we need to switch it because me and Kira don't roll like that. It's too early. Love you guys.